welcome to the Playseum and our community play date for the month of June, getting ready for 4th of July. And I want to thank the Children and Families Commission for their generous support this year as we end our fiscal year. And we're going to work on our art project today. We have two little samples. So I have this little firework that your kids can do with a fork and some paint and some colored paper, which we will be supplying the paper, the paint, and the fork. And then we'll also have this little hand print. Of course, it's the top of my hand because it's so big. And some paint with, I include one little sponge. You guys could rinse those out between colors. So the blue for the hand, and then red and white for your stripes. And then this is the other firework one that I did too. So done a little bit different of way. But we'll get to working on that really fast. And let's start with the fireworks. I use my fork, so I'm gonna dip the tine, so the very front of it, into the white paint, and then the back half of it into the red. So I have both, and you wanna have a generous amount of both on there. And I just kind of work it in a star shape, and you can do 5 points, and you can count with your kids as you go and help them with their numbers. Always remember that we are here to encourage art, and that this is also their creativity and not necessarily your creativity. You are there to assist, but it's not, it's still their project. So we can go back in and add some sparkles with our fork kind of back and forth, have them fall. We could even put a little kind of funny star here in the center with our fork. There's all kinds of things that we can do or they can do, and encourage them to use their imagination. You can have little short bursts with your fork as well, little kind of things that are falling, and then do the other stuff. The fork's going like this. There's all kinds of things that you can do to encourage them to have fun with paint. And they can even use their fingers too. You can also drag your fork through the paint and drag that down as well. So again, encouragement and letting them know what a great job that they're doing and just to have fun. So again, if you're gonna redip your fork, encourage them to do the same exact thing over and over again, repetitiveness. So we're doing that star shape. So 1, 2, 3. Needs more paint, pick it up. 4 and 5. And of course, like I said, we can drag it through there. And then do our other little kind of fun things here. So again, letting them have just a good old time with the paint. So there's our final project. And you can add a third for balance if you want to at the bottom, encourage that, but that's the basic idea, is just using your fork flat and kind of rolling it back and forth, and then putting those little, and you can do more than 5, but it's always good to count with them and encourage them as you go. So the next one is the hand print. And we'll be taking, you can use your brush, you can pour it out and put it on your child's hand. But for this purpose, I'm gonna use an extra sponge here. And you wanna pretty thoroughly coat your hand. And this paint is all washable, except for the red is not. If you get it on the clothes, it won't come off. But the blue and the white are kid friendly, and the red is kid friendly as well. It's just not clothes friendly. So I've got my partial palm heavily coated. And I'm gonna do this top corner here. And you wanna give yourself a little squish on your fingers, or their fingers, and lift, so you're gonna have that nice little palm print. And then I will take my red paint and my triangle, cosmetic triangle. We're gonna have this facing downward. And we're gonna start from here and we're gonna pull. Now, of course, the American flag does have 13 stripes and 50 stars. And you can always talk to your kiddo about what those mean and what states equivalent to that, and how those 13 stripes were started or gathered. And we do start with red at the top there. There's a white line underneath here, and then red again. And this doesn't have to be just like the American flag, because of course there's not enough room. But it is a good idea, a good learning experience, great exposure to paint. And they could go back in with their fingers and add white dots if they wanted to in there, or just leave it as is, or you could even put some fireworks over this one. You could put blue into your firework as well, and I'm trying not to touch this with my other hand here. And there's your palm print American flag. I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July, and enjoy your time with your family and friends. Thank you.